Good morning, students. We are discussing unit 3, friction. Already we discussed what is friction. Then, what is friction? The friction is a force. It acts at a surface's contact when one body is try to move with another one. Friction is a force. It develops at contact places in between when two rough bodies. When one body is try to move with another one, the force is developed is called friction or frictional force or frictional resistance. The friction is acting always opposite to the motion of the body. Suppose body moving right side, the friction is developed left side, the bottom of the surface. Okay. Then we discussed static and dynamic friction. Even though body is stable, the friction is developed at the contact. Okay. But the body is not moving. Then dynamic friction. When body is moving, suppose example the bus or car, anything moving on the road, no, definitely the friction must be there in between contact surfaces. But less friction because it's moving, no, so less friction when compared with static friction. Static friction greater than the dynamic friction. Then we discussed about law of frictions, law of static friction, law of dynamic friction. Then we started about the equilibrium of body on a rough horizontal plane. Students, whenever you tell friction, you are the first formula equal to F equal to mu R. F means friction. M equal to coefficient of friction. M equal to coefficient of friction. R equal to normal reaction. So we can write R or N. So in this book, we are following R. R means here normal reaction. So whenever you say, if you say friction, the F equal to mu into R. Our title, equilibrium body on a rough horizontal plane. See here, one wooden block or body resting on a rough surface. Okay. Now I am applying the force P. P is the applied force. I am applying towards right side. As per concept, friction, the friction is acting opposite. See here the bottom. Okay. F. Friction is left side. Why friction is left side? Because body move, try to move right side. Then weight is acting perpendicular downward. So every action equal to opposite reaction. N or R. Okay. This is the equilibrium of body on a rough horizontal plane. So consider this force system as a coplanar concurrent force system. Therefore, we know equilibrium equation, sum of all horizontal forces equal to 0 and the sum of all vertical forces equal to 0. Then only we can say the body is rest. Remember, the last class we discussed this concept. Equilibrium of body on rough horizontal plane. By using this equation, we solved 2 or 3 problems already. Just to recollect it. Okay. Then another formula, you know, the angle of friction, tan pi equal to angle of friction equal to F divided by R. F equal to friction or limiting friction, R equal to normal reaction. Or tan pi equal to mu. The angle of friction, tan pi equal to mu. This is the pi. Pi means angle of friction. That is tan pi equal to opposite divided by adjacent side. F divided by R. Then we started the problems. This problem. In this problem, a body resting on a rough horizontal surface. The weight is given 300 Newton. And the coefficient of friction between the mu given, mu equal to 0.3. Students, the mu value always less than 1. Or maximum of time, the mu equal to always less than 5. the body resting on rough horizontal plane. In this question, they did not give the diagram. They given only statement. Whenever statement given, you have to draw the diagram, proper diagram. For engineering mechanics, if a diagram given, it is, you can easily imagine. Sometimes the diagram not given, you read the statement twice or thrice, then draw the proper diagram, space diagram. This is called space diagram. So one body here 300 Newton, lying on a rough horizontal plane. Mu equal to 0.3. They asked, find the magnitude of the force which can move the body. So in friction, the applied force you take as always P. Okay. While acting at an angle 25 degree. See, 25 degree with the horizontal. So applied force I marked P with respect to horizontal 25 degree mark. So what is P they asked? Now free body diagram. In engineering mechanics, any force is inclined, you have to resolve in two directions, x direction and y directions. See here, P cos 45, sin 45. Because first quarter means x plus y plus. Then weight is acting vertical downward. Okay. Then normal reaction upward. Why friction is left side? Because the body is moving the P cos 45. See, P cos 45 only the pulling force, that is pulling towards right side. Therefore, friction is left side. I told you, whenever you say friction, you have to write F equal to mu R. Okay. So this is free body diagram. We have equilibrium equation. Summation of Fx equal to 0. Summation of Fy equal to 0. So minus F plus P cos 25 equal to 0. So take out P cos 45 right side, therefore minus P. So minus minus cancel, therefore F equal to P cos 45. We know F equal to mu R. Already mu given the question, 0.3. Therefore 0.3 R equal to P cos 45, cos 25. What is cos 25 value? 0.9063. So here we do not know R and P. So keep equation 1. Now summation of Fy equal to 0. What are the y direction? R minus 300 plus P cos P sin 25. See here. R plus minus W plus P sin 25. So take right side. Therefore R equal to W minus P sin 25. Therefore R equal to 300 minus 0.4226 P. Is equation 2. Already we have equation 1 now. 0.3 R equal to 0.9063 P. Now apply R value in this equation. Okay. Therefore 0.3 into 300 minus 0.4226 P equal to 0.9063 P. Cross multiplication, 0.3 into 300, 0.90. 0.3 into 0.4226. Okay, already minus there now, that's a minus. 0.1268 P equal to 0.9063. So here left side 1P, right side 1P. So you take out this adding, therefore 2P, that is 0.9063 P plus 0.1268 P. Therefore, the P value equal to 90 divided by 1.0331. The final answer 87.1. Simple, no? Just imagine, see the diagram. What we have done? We draw a proper free body diagram. Okay. Then we applied equilibrium equations. Summation of Fx equal to 0 or summation of horizontal force equal to 0. Then summation of vertical force equal to 0 or summation of the other name. See, I am telling always other name because some book they are using summation Fx, summation Fy. But in RS Kurumi, they are following summation of H. That means summation of horizontal forces. That means what? Left side means minus, right side means plus. In x-axis, no. X-axis left side minus, right side plus. Okay. Similarly, in the y-axis, when you consider vertical forces, in the y-axis, vertical upward plus, vertical downward minus. So we applied everything simple. So we formed the equation 1 and 2. Okay. Students, any doubt? Louis, do you, are you understand this problem? Louis Madhuban?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. See, the exams, you can expect this type of simple problem only. See, once you understand the concept, you can solve any problems. What concept here? The friction is acting always opposite. That is the first concept. Friction problem, no? Then any force is inclined. You have to use, already I explained the resolution of forces, no? Four quadrant, any force inclined with respect which axis. Okay. Now already we discussed this first problem over. The second the problem also we discussed. A body, see here, a body resting on a rough horizontal plane. One body is there, is resting on a horizontal plane. So you draw the first horizontal line. Then one draw the body is take as a rectangular shape. So I marked on rectangular box. Here occurred to a pull 180 Newton. They are pulling. So generally pulling means you are front side also pulling, okay, that's why pulling I applied here. The angle is also given 30 degrees. Therefore, one body resting on rough horizontal plane, pulling force 180 with respect to 30 degree. This is the first condition. It is the same body again, the same body, it was found that a push of 220 Newton. 220 Newton. Push means where we are pushing. Suppose see the bus is on the road, main road, no, sometimes not starting. The passengers is get down from the bus, they are pushing, no, from back side. Pulling means front, students, pulling means front side, pushing means back side. So pushing 220, incline 30 degree the plane. The same body, now they are pulling, pushing. See the diagram. See, they did not give diagram here. So I drawn the diagram based on the statement. Now they asked what is the weight of the body and the coefficient of friction. Okay, so here two cases given. First they are pulling with 180 Newton, 30 degree angle. What is the weight? What is the coefficient of friction? See, here one thing understand the same body. Okay, only same body, they are pulling and pushing. Second case, they are pushing. Therefore, they ask the weight of the body W, coefficient of friction mu. Now draw the free body diagram. First, I am taking case one. First pulling, just here. 180, no, the incline first quarter, 180 cos 30, 180 sin 30. So weight is acting downward. Students, weight is acting generally perpendicular downward. And the case one, no, because the pulling force here 180, therefore friction is different, no? Okay. Therefore, I'm taking as a R1, normal reaction. Why normal reaction upward? As per Newton theory, every reaction equal to opposite reaction. So here 180 cos 30 right side, no? 180 cos 30 is a moving force. Therefore, the friction is left side. So F equal to V mu into R. So now applying equilibrium equations. So I am applying summation Fx 0. What are horizontal forces? Minus F1 plus 180 cos 30. See here, minus F1 plus 180 cos 30 equal to 0. I applied equilibrium. I have to write the equilibrium equations first. Then the 180 cos 30 right side minus 180 cos 30. Therefore, minus minus cancel. F1 equal to 180 cos 30. Therefore, F1 equal to 155.9 Newton. But we know what is F? F equal to mu into R, no? Friction. Therefore, I'm taking as a F1 equal to mu into R1. Okay, equal to 155.9. Now apply vertical forces. What are the vertical force equation? N R1 minus W plus 180 sin 30. R1 upward, weight downward minus plus 180 sin 30 upward plus equal to 0. Therefore, here so 180, I think I already told you, no? This is minus W, this side plus. So 180, that side comes to minus, no? Minus 180 sin 30. So I added the second step. See here, minus 180. Okay, minus 180 is correct. So sin 30, 0.5. So now apply the equation. R1 equal to W minus 90. Okay, 180 into 0.5, 90, no? So R1, W minus 90. So already we have equation 1. See here, equation 1, F1 equal to mu into R1. So applying here, F1 equal to mu into R1. So R1 replace with W minus 90 equal to 155.9. Equation A. Equation A is case 1. One body is there. First they pulled, pulling. Now pushing, come to pushing. The same body. It's case 2. Now same body. Now pushing 220 Newton. See the arrow mark, students. The arrow mark goes to fourth quadrant. 220 is the fourth quadrant. What is the fourth quadrant? X plus Y minus. So case 2. See here, 220 cos 30, X plus Y minus no, vertical downward, 220 sin 30. Body again is pushing right side. Therefore, friction is left side. The weight is acting perpendicular downward. Okay. And reaction, R2. The same body. That's why I did not take a W1, W2. A single body only, first pulling, the pushing. So if friction is different now, because now the applied force 220 cos the friction will be bearing, that's why I taken F2. Now apply again, summation Fx 0, Fy 0. What is Fx? Minus F2 plus 220 cos 30. Here, minus F2 plus 220 cos 30. So plus 220 cos 30 equal to right side, minus 220 cos 30. Therefore, F2 equal to 220 cos 30. Ft equal to 220 into cos 30, 0.866. Therefore, Ft equal to 190.5 Newton. Already we know what is F. Generally, friction equal to mu into R. Therefore, here I have written Ft equal to mu into R2. Okay. So equation third, because case 2 no, already we case 1, 2 equation formed, then A equation formed. Now case 2, I'm taking this equation 3. Now summation Fy equal to 0. What are the summation Fy equal to 0? Vertical minus W downward minus, so R2 upward minus 220 sin 30. R2 here, R2 minus W minus 220 sin 30. Therefore, R2 equal to W plus 220 sin 30. Sin 30 how much? 0.5. 220 into 0.5, 110, no? So R2, we don't know W, so I'm taking equation 4. Already we have equation 3, no? What is equation 3? Mu R2 equal to 190.5. So now I applied R2 equal to W plus 110, no? So I apply here. W into mu into W plus 110 equal to 190.5. So equation B. Students, equation B. So already we have equation A. Mu W minus 90 equal to 155.9. So equation A I'm taking because we want mu or W, no? Equation A divided by equation B. See here, mu cancel. Therefore, W minus 90 divided by W plus 110 equal to 155.9 divided by 190.5. So cross multiplication. Therefore, 190.5 into W minus 90 equal to 155.9 into W plus 110. So after cross multiplication, you will get W equal to 991.2. Okay. So we have got weight equal to 991.2. You have to apply in any one equation, equation A or equation B. Okay. Therefore, mu into W minus equal to 155.9. Okay. So final equation mu equal to 0.173. Okay. So in this question, they given two conditions. What condition? One body is there. The body is first pulling with 180 Newton horizontally. See here, they did not given diagram. Then the same body, they pushed. Where they are pushing? Generally pushing the back side. That's why I push this left side. See here, pushing. The angle 30 degree given. So case 1, case 2. So they asked what is the weight of the body and the coefficient of friction. So I have considered the first pulling case 1 on the free body diagram. Then apply equilibrium equation. Then case 2. This is the case 2 pushing, no? So the case 1 we formed equation A. Case 2 we formed equation B. Okay, equation B. Then equation A for we want no mu under W. So I'm taking equation A divided by equation B. So final answer this one. Students, any question? Uday Kumar, are you understand? Madhuban, Arun Kumar.
Sir, Madhubanukku mic problem message actually.
Okay, you got the points what I explained. Louis, are you there? Louis?
Yes, sir.
Are you following with me?
Yes.
Are you understand this problem? Case 1, case 2?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Arun Kumar, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Puruncha, is understandable this problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I explained this problem last class. Because after 4 or 5 days, no, that's why recollecting what we discussed in the previous class. So the next question very important, very interesting. See here, one block. Here also they given diagram. See in the diagram given, we are happy. See here, two blocks A and B, weight 1 kilonewton, and another body weight 2 kilonewton. There is A weight, A block weight 1 kilonewton, B block weight 2 kilonewton. Okay. Now see here, the block A is connected by rope, no, the connected, no, therefore tension. Students, they mentioned diagram. So 30 degree. And the block B is their applied force P, the left side. Okay. So I told you, no, whenever, where is the friction developing? Whenever body is contacted. See here, A is the first body, is contacted with the B, no, is contacted with the B. Therefore, the friction developed in between A and B. Similarly, consider B. The B is contacted both bottom and upper. Bottom, horizontal floor, upper, another block. So when consider the B block, there is two frictions, bottom and upper also. Okay. So that's why they given. If the coefficient of friction between two blocks as well as the block B and block floor is 0.3. You see the free body diagram. They asked P, no? So first consider, for this type of problem, first consider block A. Block A, they are given data. Weight of the block A, W 1 kilonewton, WB 2 kilonewton. Okay. So in between two blocks, μ1 equal to 0.3. Question of friction block B and the floor 0.3. Mention the question. So you ask to find the force P. Find the force P. So I am taking the block A as a 1. Block A as a 1. Now see here. Block 1 diagram. So block 1, the weight is acting vertically downward, W1. Okay. Then reaction, no? The weight is 1 kilonewton. So on the opposite reaction, W1. The tension, no, connector, no, T. T is connector, no? So tension, therefore T cos 30, T sin 30. See, first consider T cos 30. T cos 30 is the right side. Therefore friction is left side. Don't see the total block. Now see block A only. Students, now see block A only. Don't see the applied force B. That is applied on the B only, not A. So when consider A, the A is connected to, no, on the rope. Incline, no? That's why. T cos 30, T sin 30. So friction is left side. So you have to apply equation summation H0 minus F1 plus T cos 30 equal to 0. Okay. Therefore, what is F1? We know F1 equal to μ1 R1 T cos 30. So I am taking right side. Therefore, minus μ1 R1 equal to minus T cos 30. Minus cancelled. Therefore, μ1 R1 equal to T cos 30. Mu value already mentioned the question, 0.3. Okay, R1, now we can apply next equation, then T cos 30. So equation 1. Now apply second equilibrium equation, summation V equal to 0. What are the vertical directions? See vertical, W1, R1 minus W1 plus T sin 30. Okay, R1 minus W1 plus T sin 30 equal to 0. Therefore, R1 equal to W1. You take right side, no, therefore minus T sin 30. What is sin 30? 0.5. What is a W1? Weight of the first block, A block, 1 kilonewton, that's a 1. So is the equation 2. So already we have equation 1. So R1, no, 0.3 R1. So I am replacing R1, 1 minus 0.5 T. 1 minus 0.5 T. Therefore 0.3 into 1 minus 0.3 equal T cos 30. So you multiply 0.3 into 1, 0.3. 0.3 into 0.5, 0.15 T. T cos 30. What is cos 30 value? 7. See here T, no. Here also T, the right side also T. So I am adding all the T's. The final answer, T equal to 0.2941 Newton. So T calculated, tension. Then T apply in the equation again, the equation 2. See here, equation 2 here. R1 equal to 1 minus 0.5 T. Therefore, 1 minus 0.5 T. T value already calculated, 0.2941. So now R1 calculated. Then we know F1. F1 equal to what? General formula mu into R1, no? Therefore, Me into R1, me already given 0.3, R1 you calculate F1. See, in this question, our aim is only P. Students, they ask to find the P. Why I am considering block A? So we have to first consider with block A only, then only we can solve the P value. That's why I have chosen the A is the first. Then we have to go B. See the question, find the force required to move block B. Okay. So we used to block A, we consider block A, we calculated R1, F1. Now see the block B. Students, now see the block B. Block B is applied force which direction? B. P is the left side, no? Okay, P is applied force left side. Okay. So friction is right side. Here block B is conducted both upper and bottom. Therefore, see the free body diagram. See here. See the free body diagram. See where the pulling the force left side. Therefore, friction is right side. Why I introduced two friction F1, F2? Because block B is conducted bottom surface. I taken F2. Similarly, the block B is conducted the upper and the lower. Another block A block friction is F1. Okay. So block B weight W2 no acting vertical downward. Students, weight is acting vertical downward. Every action equal to opposite reaction. So the block B is conducted both bottom and upper. When it's conducted bottom, therefore reaction upward. R2 is upward. Similarly, the block B is conducted upward, therefore reaction downward, opposite. Reaction is opposite, R1. Okay, is that reaction, no, the first body reaction, that's R1. So I am taking consider block B. The block B is pulled left side, therefore friction is right side. So in why I introduced two friction? Because it's conducted two sides, bottom side, upper side, F1, F2. And the block B is touched bottom and upper. When conducted bottom, the reaction R2 is upward. Similarly, when block is conducted upper side, another block, no, therefore reaction downward, R1. The weight is acting perpendicular downward, WT is vertical downward. So already we calculated R1 and F1. See here, I introduced R1 already written. Weight of the block, 2 kilonewton, no, that's it, 2. Okay, F2 equal to mu to R2. So now apply Fx 0, Fy 0. Okay. Therefore, summation H0. What are the Hertzian forces? Minus P minus F1 minus F2. Okay, already we calculated F1 0.256. See here. Minus P F1 0.256 plus F2 mu to R2. So take right side, therefore minus. Okay, everything minus minus cancel. Therefore P equal to 0.256 plus mu to R2. What is mu2 value? The given the question mu2. Coefficient of friction between two block and floor 0.3. So take equation 3. Now summation of vertical force equal to what are the vertical force here? R2 minus 2 minus 0.853. R2 minus W2 minus R1 equal to 0. Therefore R2 equal to W2 plus W1. Therefore R2 equal to 2 plus 0.853. W no, weight of the body given 2. R1 already calculated. Therefore R2 equal to 2.853. So the 2.853 I have to apply in the equation 3. Therefore P equal to 0.256 plus 0.3 into 2.853. So P equal to 1.115 kilonewton. Very simple. Solving the problem simple, but here why I introduced that is friction is to right side, two friction right side, because the block B conducted both bottom, that is floor, and the conductor upper side also. We are pulling left side. As per concept of friction, with the body moving left side, the friction is right side. Here the body is conducted two places, that's two frictions. F1, bottom side F2. Then we applied it as per Newton third law. What Newton third law? Every action equal to opposite reaction. So the block B is acted both upside and bottom sides. Upper side is A block. The bottom side floor. Therefore, the R2 is introduced. Then R1 is also downward because the block B is touching upside. Therefore, reaction downward, R1. And weight is acting perpendicular downward. So this theory problems already we discussed. So we recollected everything. Now we have equilibrium of body on a rough inclined plane. Equilibrium of body on a rough inclined plane. Students, so far we discussed the block is horizontal. Block is horizontal. Suppose the block is inclined surface, the weight is acting also perpendicular downward. See here, the first diagram, one block is resting inclined surface. Okay. So I have taken alpha, the inclined angle. But acting, the weight is acting perpendicular downward only. Okay, vertical downward. But if we want to solve the problem, no, we want to solve the problem. That's why I am introducing XY axis along the inclined surface. Students, see here. We want to solve the problem, no? That's why see solving problem, we always draw the XY axis, no? That's why I am drawing the XY axis with respect to the inclined surface. See here, the X axis parallel to inclined surface. Similarly, the Y axis with respect to X axis perpendicular drawn. Y axis are drawn the perpendicular with respect to the Y X axis. Therefore, now see the weight. So now the weight is with respect to Y axis alpha. Okay. Therefore, students, the inclined surface, you have to blindly memory any block or any body in inclined surface, the weight is having two component with respect to the incline, with respect to x-axis, y-axis. That is W cos alpha, W sin alpha. The previously we have drawn only weight is acting vertical downward. Why I had taken vertical downward? Because the surface is horizontal. Now the surface is inclined, so we want columns. So that's why we drawn the XY axis with respect to the inclined plane. Students, with respect to inclined plane. So with respect to inclined plane, I drawn the XY axis. Therefore, W, the angle theta, alpha. Therefore, we have to resolve. So W cos alpha, W sin alpha. W is cos alpha, vertical downward. W sin alpha with respect to x-axis, that is a minus side. So you have to memorize any block in the inclined plane. Weight is having two component, W cos alpha, W sin alpha. Okay. So these are the steps. First step, any block is in the inclined surfaces, W cos alpha and W cos alpha acting along the y-axis direction, the vertical downward. W sin alpha acting in the minus x direction. Okay. Then reaction, no, every body is reaction, no, reaction is upward. So this is inclined surface. First concept inclined. So we resolve the weight in XY direction. The other thing comes next. What is the other thing? If the body is moving right upward, friction is downward. Okay, like that. So this is the first step. Remember, students, any block is in the inclined surface, W cos alpha and W sin alpha. Then you think about other things later. Okay. Equilibrium now. Equilibrium of body on a rough inclined plane subjected to a force acting along the inclined plane. Consider a body lying on a rough inclined plane subjected forces acting along the inclined plane, which gives its equilibrium as shown in figure. And let weight equal to weight of the body, alpha equal to angle which inclined plane makes with the horizontal, R equal normal reaction. You see the diagram. Students, this is the first condition. You see the diagram. One block is there. So the block is inclined surface. The inclined surface angle alpha. The pulling force is parallel to inclined surface. See here, P1, parallel to inclined surface. Okay. Now see the condition. Minimum force P1, which will give the body in equilibrium. Minimum force P1, which will give the body in equilibrium when it is at the point of sliding downwards. Students, I highlighted the pointing slide downwards. Block is sliding downwards. That means what? Block is moving downward, the friction is upward. See here, the friction is upward. This is the condition the given. Block is downward, the friction is upward. Don't consider P1. See, along with the P1, along with P1. For this understanding, I am telling you one example. Suppose you are moving on the mount steps, on the mount always incline, no? Suppose one person is sliding downward. What you are doing? You are just holding, no? You are just holding. The holding is the P1. So understand the holding, holding with the hand. Suppose one person is sliding in the mount, just holding. See, that body is sliding downwards, but your applied force, the P1 is upward. Even though the body is sliding, that boy, your friend is sliding downward. What about friction? Friction is also upwards. That's that concept here. See here. But generally, we are taking what will take on body is moving which direction? Here, don't consider P1. The condition, see the condition. When it is point of sliding downwards, even though we are applying force P1. Just imagine the example. You are holding on your friend is going in front of you. You are also along with going, but that your friend is just sliding downward. What you are doing? Just pushing, just holding. No, that is P1. But he is trying to move downward. But that time, what are the friction? Friction also upward, like that. So sliding downward. Therefore, the P1 F. I told you, any block is inclined surfaces. What is the weight? W cos alpha, W sin alpha. Okay, students, W cos alpha, W sin alpha. Then reaction is upward. So here we have to mind it. They asked one body is resting on inclined surface and the force is the P1 is parallel to inclined surface to keep the body in equilibrium. But the body is sliding downwards, students. The body is sliding downwards. Now what is a P1? For this condition, for this type of condition, the final apply all the x0, summation h0, summation v0. So final answer, you remember this answer, final answer. P1 equal to W sin into alpha minus phi divided by cos phi. So what condition you have to use this formula? For this condition only, students, remember this condition only. Minimum force which will keep the body in equilibrium when it's at the point of sliding downwards. Okay. So this is the free body diagram. So I applied all the effects horizontal force 0, vertical force equal to 0. Okay. Then you form the equation. The final answer, this is the final answer. P1 W sin alpha minus pi divided by cos pi. What is pi? Angular friction. Students, pi equal to angular friction. What is angular friction formula? Tan pi equal to mu. Remember, students, remember, tan pi equal to mu. Now, the same blocks, understand the same block. Now, sliding upwards. See the highlighted. Now the block sliding upwards. Maximum force which will keep the body in equilibrium when it's a point of sliding upwards. See here. Now the body is sliding upwards. Okay. Therefore friction is downward. Students, friction is downward. Same body. The previous concept sliding downwards. What is P1? Now I apply the same P2. Okay. Now the body is sliding upwards. The friction is downward. The final answer, this is the final answer. P2 equal to W sin alpha plus pi divided by cos pi. Previously P1 equal to W sin alpha minus pi. Okay. Here P2 equal to W sin. So you remember these two formula for these conditions. Which condition? This condition. Maximum force which will give the maximum force which will keep the body in equilibrium when it is at the point of sliding upwards. P1 minimum force which will keep the body in equilibrium when it is at the point of sliding downwards. Okay. You remember this diagram, this two diagram. The formula is this one, P1 W sin alpha minus pi divided by cos pi. Remember this two diagram. The answer, the P2 equal to W sin alpha plus pi divided by cos pi. See, based on this two formula, I am solving one problem now. Luis, can you read the problem? Luis?
Yes, sir.
A body of weight 500 Newton is lying on a rough plane inclined at an angle of 25 degrees with the horizontal. It is supported by an effort P parallel to the plane as shown in the figure. Determine the minimum and maximum values of P for which the equilibrium can exist if the angle of friction is 20 degrees.
Here they given diagram. See, when weight is how much? Weight of the body 500 Newton. Lie on a rough plane, rough inclined plane. Students, rough inclined plane 25 degree angle, alpha. Okay, alpha 25. It is supported by an effort P is parallel to the plane. Determine the minimum maximum values of P for which the equilibrium can exist. If the angle of friction, pi. See, the angle of friction means pi. Okay, 20 degrees. See the diagram. This is the diagram they given. What they asked, minimum and maximum force. We know minimum value already. See, sliding down, the body is sliding at the downward. Already we have found P1 equal to W sine alpha minus pi. Okay? W value 500 sine 25 degree. Alpha 25 degree inclined plane. Alpha 25 degree. Angle of friction 20 degree. So P1 equal to 46.48. Then maximum value. We have formula. P2 equal to W sine alpha plus phi divided by cos phi. Okay? The body is at this linear upward. Therefore, the formula W value weight equal to. See, the formula derived based on the previous steps. That's why we apply direct formula. See, we already derived the formula, students. We derived all things. Otherwise, if you not remember formula, no, you apply this equilibrium equation, then solve it yourself. Okay? The weight equal to 500 cos 25 degree, like that. Okay? So already we derived the formula, so we can apply directly the formulas. Weight is down 500, the alpha 25 degree, angle of friction pi 20 degree. Therefore 500 sine 25 minus 20 degree divided by cos 20. The final answer 46. Now maximum force. Okay. See, why they mention minimum maximum? See, suppose you are moving on an inclined surface. Just imagine a surface inclined. When sliding downward, you need just minimum force enough. But when you're moving upward, no, we need maximum force. Okay. So the here answer, see here 376.2. So remember this formula. Now last question. See here, here also not given the question, not given the diagram. They given on effort 200 Newton is required just to move certain body incline plane angle of 15 degree. See, one body is there. The weight is W. Is required to move body up. So the body is moving up. Understand? The angle of inclination alpha 15 degree. The force is acting parallel to the plane. P1 is parallel to the plane, 200 Newton. The same body, students, now the same body, but an angle of inclination 20 degree. And the applied parallel to the plane, 230 Newton. Find the weight of the body and coefficient of friction. See here, diagram, and draw the diagram, you can understand. This is the first case. See here, first case, the angle 15 degree, the parallel force 200 Newton. Second case, the alpha 20 degree, the force is 230. So case 1, case 2. Students, case 1, case 2. We solved previously one problem of horizontal block. Same like this. But the block is inclined. Only difference, the block is inclined. We solved one horizontal block. Okay. They asked the W and the mu also. The pushing, no? The 180 Newton, 30, no? One horizontal. Same like this. But here, the block is inclined and the applied force parallel to inclined plane, 200. But moving upward, the condition given. Students, see here, move a certain body up. So body is moving upward. Students, body is moving upward. So now I draw the free body diagram. See case 1, see here. Case 1. I told you, no, any block inclined, you have to convert weight W cos, W sine. Understand? First you convert W cos, W sin. This is standard. Here P is upward. The friction is downward. Students, friction is downward. The same body, again the body is moving upward only. Okay. Again W. Here angle 20, no, that's why I changed alpha 1, alpha 2. Therefore W cos alpha 2, W sin alpha 2. Body is moving, yeah. Both conditions they mention. Body is moving upward. Okay. The friction is downward. I take case 1. Case 1. Applied force 200 Newton. Body is moving upward. The friction downward. Then equilibrium equation. I found equation A, like this equation A, no? Equation A I calculated. Okay. Now second case. See here. Effort 230, angle 20 degree. Body is moving upward, friction downward. Again, after solving, these steps already explained. Finally, equation we got equation B. Students, yellow color, see here, equation B. So, equation B divided by A. Okay. Why B divided by A? Because 230 highest, no? That's why B divided by A. So, W cancel. So, after cross multiplication, you will get 0.259 mu. Apply mu in any one equation. Apply mu in any one equation, you will get W equal to 392.98. See the steps, these solving steps are very simple, but to understand the problem first. Take understand one question on effort of 290 required to just to move a certain body. So we do not know weight, and angle of a plane is 15 degree. Therefore, I draw the diagram. This is the diagram. Based on statement, I draw the diagram. Case 1. Same body again moving upward, but the applied force 230 Newton, angle 20 degree. This is a case 2. Okay. So W is the same, but the angle different. That's why see case 1, I take an alpha 1. Case 2, I take alpha 2. See same height. Don't take W1, W2. W2 two different body means. That is a two different. Yeah, not a two different body. Same body, only the angle applied force different. Therefore, friction difference. Okay. Therefore, W cos alpha, W sin alpha. Why W cos alpha, W sin alpha? The block is inclined. Students, any block inclined with respect to x axis, y axis are drawn the parallel. Therefore, W cos alpha downward, W sin alpha sin downward. That is minus x direction. Then reaction. So reaction upward. Your body is moving upward. They mentioned body is moving upward. The friction is downward. The same condition here also. Body is moving upward, but 230 Newton. Friction downward. So case 1 you resolve. You apply this one. Okay. For summation H0, summation V0. So apply everything. You will get equation A. Equation B. Case 2. 3 and 4. The equation B formed. So we solved today the inclined block plane sums. 2 sums we solved. So with that, I want to conclude today's class. Okay, we will discuss next class very interesting topic. Students, any questions?
No, sir.
Okay.